Today I'm going to be a little different. You see I don't have the grinder here. I'm going to do a pre-ground, which Kara, my sister-in-law, got me for Christmas. It's Good and Gather, which, to be honest, is not a brand I heard of before, but then again, I'm not seeking out brands. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of things of these I've never heard of before. It's a Mocha Marshmallow, which is a sweet marshmallow notes with a mocha chocolate finish, it says. It is a light roast, so it'll look a little lighter than the medium that we did yesterday, and it is pre-ground. There are goods and bads with pre-ground. The good is that it's ready to go. You know, you open the bag, boom, it is ready. Let me turn on my heat here. 100 degrees and climbing. Okay, I'm gonna. I don't know if I had to warm this up yet or not. Maybe I ought to wait since that's got to boil. Anyway, back to this. So there's a couple of, there's good and bad. There's good in that it is done, it is ready to go. You put it in the thingy, you pour the water through. There is no grinding. You don't need to worry about the grinding. That is very helpful, especially if you are pressed for time. The unfortunate bad is that the minute you open this bag, the gases escape and you are on a timer. It could be months. This just smells wonderful. There's nothing like chocolate and marshmallows to me, and I love this. This is good coffee. I took this to work and had just started using my press at work to make coffee because they had Keurigs, and Keurigs are Satan's butthole. There, I said it. Whatever. If you like Keurigs, that's to me. If you like Keurig, it's fine. You should continue to drink it, continue to do it. This is a hobby. I'm a little snobby when it comes to coffee, which, you know, I mean, you should, if you have standards, you should follow them. You shouldn't alter them just because, you know, reasons. You know, and especially if it's something as easy to, not easy, but it's something as trivial as what kind of coffee you like. You know, you can say no to a Keurig, and people shouldn't be offended because they're like, hey, it's a little pod of who knows when coffee, and then you get to throw the little pod away, and that's not environmentally friendly if you're into that. Some people aren't. What am I going to do? Anyway, so the bad. When you open this up the first time, you are fighting a battle to get through it before it goes. Not necessarily bad or stale. If you like coffee, you're going to get through this fairly quickly, but you've probably got about 2 months of optimum drinking quality out of this kind of coffee, out of pre-ground coffee, which is, you know, if you buy one and you drink a cup a day or 2 cups a day, however your day's going, you're going to get through this in a month and a half. That's not a problem. But if you do like several different types often, you know, every day, this has the potential to go bad before, or not bad, but go less flavorful as the months go by. So this is probably about a 2 month maybe before it starts to really lose its luster. There's really no date on it, which is something. Oh wait, here we go. Best by June 24th, 2023, which may be optimistic, but you know, whatever. The grocery companies require a best by date. Grinders and smaller packaging companies of coffee that make the coffee and package it would rather put a created on date, but grocery stores prefer a best until date so that it can have a shelf life, and that's not necessary. And like I said, it's not going to go bad or rancid or awful. It's baked beans in a bag that have been ground up, so you know, you're not going to get sick drinking this after, you know, June whatever's, you know, but it's not going to be the best thing you've ever had either. So it'll suit the need, but it won't be. But you'll be able to choke it down, but you're choking it down. So Okay, so where are we at? We are at 180. Okay, so let's get this going. We watched and we finished the Willow TV series on Disney last night, and I don't want to get spoilers because I know that there are people that want to watch the show, and I will say it is not a bad show. It's not bad. It is ADHD personified in movie form. It is all over the place, and I think that's a problem when you have multiple directors that do different things within the same TV show. I think you get a lot of action and drama that is all over the place. So, and the actors are great. The actors and actresses are all wonderful. Warwick Davis is always a mixed bag when it comes to acting, it seems like. He can come off as very stiff sometimes, but he did a wonderful job. And, you know, that's not a knock against him. He's far more famous than I will ever be in my lifetime. And I loved him in the original Willow. He's, you know, he does good work. He seems like a wonderful person, but sometimes his acting can just be a little stiff, and that might be just because of the directions that he's given. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. Let's pour this in here. It is filter coffee, which is how I grind my beans. I grind my beans down to filter coffee size, which is good. So just close it up as tight as you can, keep it as sealed as possible, you know, and we are nice and warm. Okay, so let's get this pouring. This, I think this passes through a lot quicker too, but we'll see here. Anyway, the cast is great. I really enjoyed them. They all gave wonderful performances, and I really loved it. It was definitely a Disney TV show, because a lot of it is you see what's coming about half an episode before it hits. It is not. Some of it is not a surprise. I'd say the majority of it really wasn't a surprise. You know, so I mean, it's an enjoyable. The marshmallow, and immediately you smell marshmallow. And this is not sweet. There's nothing about this that is sweet. It's just the notes, the hints, the taste, the flavor that you get tastes like a marshmallow and mocha, but it is not sweet at all. It is just coffee that has been infused. So just to put that out there. Anyway, what really bothered me, and I don't think this is a spoiler, was at the end of every damn episode, the tone changed with the credits because they put some kind of rock song over the credits. And I mean, it's a fantasy world built off of, I mean, one of the characters plays a flute. So it's not Earth, even though one of the characters tells another character when they sneeze Gesundheit, so obviously there's a Germany somewhere. But anyway, it's not Earth as we perceive it. It is a fantasy land. And, you know, the idea that Dire Straits, My MTV, after a long epic battle, it happens. Suddenly, you get I Want My MTV in the credits. It is such a tonal shift. It is such a jarring impact that the first time it happened in the first episode, I'm like, what is this? How is this possible? And if you have Disney Plus, watch the first 2 episodes if you get a chance. And get to the end of the episode and then have the end credits music come on and tell me you're not like, what is going on? And it was brought up to me that, they're trying to attract, the youth to come and watch Willow. And the cast reflects that because they're all they're all young, they're all talented, they're all fresh-faced, anxious. They all look like they were having fun, and that's great. And you want that in a movie set. You don't want it to look like, I'll be in my trailer for the next 20 minutes. Tell me when my scene's up. Everybody looked like they were having a good time. The problem was, the only big problem I had, and it's the only big problem I had with the TV show, was when the final scene went to that beautiful hand-drawn animation hand-drawn comic book style that the ending credits have. It went to some either incredibly modern or incredibly 80s song. And, I don't know. And it's just me, and it's fine. I don't mind it being just me. And Matt was having a good laugh because he'd look at me at the end of every episode and I'd be just gobsmacked at the fact that, oh my God, why is I Want My MTV playing at the end of this song? And it was different songs each time. Some of them were the original songs. Some of them were were remakes. Oops, sorry, a little too high there, huh? Some of them were remakes. And some of them were that breathy stuff that I think one or two of the songs were like that breathy kind of singing that I'm not personally really into, but the poor. Oh, no, we're going to miss it. We're going to miss it. I gotta get my camera work. I gotta get my camera up. There we go. And, oh, see, it's not that much, I guess it's not that much lighter. It's not that much lighter. It smells so good, though. And you get the marshmallow, and you get the mocha, but it's, it's still just, it's coffee. And because the marshmallow flavor is inherently sweet, you are going to get a little sweetness from the coffee, and it's a light roast, so it's not going to be bitter. It plays pretty well with the acidity that would be in a light roast. But yeah, the marshmallow just it's like immediate, and then at the end you get the mocha, and in between, it's all coffee. So it's really nice. It's a really good and gather mocha marshmallow made with natural flavors. The natural flavor of marshmallow, which you can find in nature. Right? Marshmallows in nature? That is a joke. I know marshmallow is not in nature. I know marshmallow is not in nature. Just funny. Natural flavor of marshmallow. God. Anyway, all right. So that was my rant. We finished Willow last night, and I overall enjoyed the experience. It's just that when we got to the end, I had to sit there and watch at least a minute of the credits to digest the fact that we just went from this epic scene in the middle of a forest, and oh look, it's a rendition of Hell's Bells. Actually, I don't think they did Hell's Bells in the series. It's just a weird eclectic mix of modern rock and older rock, either covered by someone or, like I said, Dire Straits. It was the Dire Straits version with Sting in it. I want my MTV. That one. It's just so weird. It was incredibly weird to me. Anyway, all right, so enough ranting. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'll sit down and give this an edit. And I'll have the day. So you guys have a good one, and I'll log in tomorrow, and we'll grind up another. Well, I think I've got a chocolate strawberry up there that I'm going to grind up and have a go at that. That sounds like fun. All right. Well, you guys have a good rest of your Thursday, and I will talk to you later. It's coffee time.